You know, Anna, I finally worked up the courage to tell my parents I want to study abroad next semester, and they just shot it down. Like, immediately. My mom said it's too dangerous. My dad said it's too expensive. I didn't even get to explain my plans. The larger question behind convincing your parents to let you study abroad, despite their fears, is not just what to say, but how to enter the conversation without sounding defensive. In this moment, Jake shares a common frustration. That matters because the first sentence sets the emotional temperature for everything that follows.
Ouch. Shot it down. That's a strong phrase. It means they rejected it harshly. But here's the thing. If you go in with a demand, they'll instinctively put up a wall. Instead, try to open up a conversation. Say something like, "I'd love to talk with you about the possibility of studying abroad. Can we look at some options together?" That invites them in rather than putting them on the defensive. The context is this. Jake wants to study abroad, but his parents worry about safety and distance. Anna helps him find the right words to reassure them, using idioms and natural persuasion.
So instead of announcing it, I invite them to discuss. But how do I address their biggest fear? That I won't be safe. The phrase worth keeping is, "Put your mind at ease." I like that. The important distinction is between a feeling and a case. A feeling says, "I want this." A case says, "Here is why this request is reasonable." That difference is subtle, but it changes how professional the sentence sounds. Learners often focus on the big word, but the real upgrade is the logic behind the word.
That's where you need to put their mind at ease. You can say, "I understand your concerns, and I want to put your mind at ease. Here's my detailed plan. I've researched the university's safety record. I'll be living in a student dorm with 24/7 security, and I'll check in with you regularly." You're not dismissing their worry. You're showing you've thought it through. A realistic version might begin with a soft entry. "I wanted to talk about my compensation and the value I have been bringing to the team." Then the speaker can add evidence. "Over the past year, I have taken on more responsibility and helped deliver measurable results."
Okay, so I open up a conversation, put their mind at ease. Then what? The nuance is that polite English is not always softer English. Sometimes the most respectful sentence is the one that is direct enough to save everyone from guessing. What makes it polite is the structure. Acknowledge the situation, state the evidence, and make the request without blame. If the company has budget constraints, the speaker can recognize that without surrendering the point. That is why phrases like, "I understand the constraints, but I would still like to revisit my compensation," sound balanced.
Then you take it one step at a time. Don't try to solve everything in one talk. Maybe first just get them comfortable with the idea. Next week, share some program details. Slowly, you'll address each concern. And remember, the goal isn't to win an argument. It's to build trust so they feel you're being responsible. The takeaway is that fluent English is not about sounding fancy. It is about matching your words to the room, the relationship, and the outcome you want. For this topic, the useful pattern is simple. Open professionally, give evidence, name the request, and stay calm if there is resistance.